The desert highway stretched endlessly under a moonless Nevada sky, its silence shattered by the screech of tires and the wail of sirens. Jake Mercer, a grizzled ex-convict, clung to the wheel of a stolen pickup, his knuckles white as he floored it through the night. Blood seeped from a gash on his arm, a parting gift from a bar fight gone wrong. He wasn't running from the law, not yet, but from a past that refused to let him go. In the truck's bed, a tarp hid a crate that could save or doom him, a shipment of evidence that could bring down a criminal empire. It was 1995, and Las Vegas glittered on the horizon, a city of vice built on secrets. Jake, fresh out of a 10-year stint in prison for a robbery he didn't commit, had vowed to stay clean. But freedom came with a catch. His old friend Charlie, a crooked cop turned informant, had stashed a crate of ledgers detailing the operations of the Cortez Syndicate, a cartel running drugs and guns through the desert. Charlie, now dead, had left Jake a voicemail. Deliver the crate to a safe house in Vegas by dawn, or the evidence would be lost forever. Jake, haunted by his past and owing Charlie a debt, took the job. The night spiraled into chaos when Jake's truck was ambushed by Syndicate enforcers at a derelict gas station. Their leader, Vincent Viper Cortez, a ruthless kingpin with a penchant for gold chains and a sawed-off shotgun, wanted the crate back. Jake barely escaped, his truck riddled with bullets, but the chase was just beginning. His only ally was Sarah Kane, a tough-as-nails paramedic who stumbled into the fray while responding to a fake emergency call set up by the Syndicate. Sarah, grieving her brother's death at the hands of Cortez's men, joined Jake, driven by vengeance and a flicker of hope for justice. The desert became their battleground. Jake, a street-smart survivor, used his knowledge of back roads and old smuggling routes to evade Vincent's crew. Sarah, skilled with a med kit and a stolen pistol, patched Jake's wounds while navigating by starlight. Their unlikely partnership crackled with tension, Jake's cynicism clashing with Sarah's stubborn optimism. But they shared a goal: deliver the crate to a federal agent, Maria Delgado, waiting at a safe house on the Vegas outskirts. The catch? The safe house was a trap, rigged by Vincent's mole in the FBI, a traitor named Holt. As Jake and Sarah raced through the night, they encountered a new complication: a group of stranded truckers at a roadside diner, caught in the Syndicate's crosshairs. The truckers, led by a grizzled veteran named Amos, were hauling medical supplies meant for a nearby reservation. Vincent's men, mistaking their cargo for the Ledgers, attacked, forcing Jake and Sarah to intervene. In a frantic standoff, Jake rigged the diner's propane tanks into a makeshift bomb, buying time for the truckers to escape. Amos, grateful, offered his rig as backup, turning the chase into a convoy of misfits against a cartel army. Vincent, relentless, unleashed his full force, a fleet of modified muscle cars and hired mercenaries. The desert highway erupted into a high-octane battlefield, with Jake's pickup weaving through gunfire and Sarah returning shots from the passenger seat. They uncovered Holt's betrayal when a radio intercept revealed his plan to seize the crate for Vincent. Jake, fueled by years of betrayal, devised a desperate plan: lure Vincent's crew to an abandoned mine where he could use the terrain to even the odds. The mine was a labyrinth of tunnels and dynamite caches, a relic of Nevada's gold rush days. Jake and Sarah, now joined by Amos and his truckers, set traps, collapsing shafts and rigged explosives to slow the Syndicate. In the chaos, Sarah confronted Holt, exposing his double-dealing to Maria over a hacked radio. Maria, a by-the-book agent with a grudge against corruption, rallied a SWAT team to the mine. But Vincent, unhinged by the chase, cornered Jake in a cavern, the crate between them. In a brutal fistfight, Jake's resilience outmatched Vincent's fury. He knocked the kingpin out, securing the crate just as Maria's team stormed in. Dawn broke over the desert as the Syndicate's empire crumbled. The ledgers, delivered to Maria, exposed a web of corruption linking Vincent to politicians and cops. Holt was arrested, and Vincent faced life behind bars. Jake, battered but alive, refused Maria's offer of witness protection, choosing freedom over hiding. Sarah, her brother's death avenged, decided to stay in Vegas, training medics for the reservation. Amos and his truckers, hailed as heroes, returned to their roots, their rigs now legends of the highway. Jake stood on a bluff overlooking Vegas, the crate's weight lifted from his shoulders. The city's lights shimmered, a reminder of the life he'd never fit into. He tossed Charlie's old lighter into the sand, a final farewell to his past. With Sarah's number scrawled on a scrap of paper in his pocket, he climbed into a borrowed rig and drove west, chasing a horizon where redemption might just be possible.